Glory be to the triune God. Mary, Mother of Light, the woman who faced darkness in silence. Mary, Mother of Light, wasn't a prophetess. She didn't perform miracles. She never wrote a single word recorded in the scriptures. Yet, without speaking loudly, she changed the course of salvation with a simple yes. Her name is Mary to the world, just another young girl, but to heaven and to the hell, she was carrying the destiny of humanity in her womb. She didn't hold a sword, but she faced the greatest spiritual war in history. You'll understand why her silence had more power than words could explain, and how her mission went far beyond giving birth. Mary wasn't just a mother, she was a living shield, a sacred temple, and the first resistance against evil. To understand Mary's role in this invisible war, we must go back in the very beginning, long before Angel Gabriel appeared, long before Bethlehem. There was already a prophecy and a threat. In the book of Genesis, after the fall of man, God speaks to the serpent, I will put an enmity between you and the woman, and between offsprings and hers. You will crush your head and strike your heel. This is one of the overlooked and powerful prophecies in the Bible, because it speaks not only of the Messiah, but of the woman who could bring him into the world. God doesn't mention the man, he mentions the woman and her seed. The woman is believed to be Mary, and from the very beginning, she wasn't just a vessel, but she was a sign of the battle between light and darkness. Hell knew she was coming, and that through her defeat would begin. And that's why Mary became a target, a threat, a danger to the kingdom of darkness. Secondly, it was the calling and fear of the invisible when Angel Gabriel appeared to Mary. She wasn't in the temple, she wasn't surrounded by priests or power. She was alone, young, unknown, invisible to the world, but chosen by heaven and feared by hell. When Angel Gabriel announced, sounded like a blessing, you will birth to the Son of the Most High. But behind those words was a reality few could endure: pain, persecution, isolation, and war. Mary understood by accepting this mission, she wasn't agreeing to motherhood, she was stepping into direct confrontation with the forces of darkness. She would be judged, accused of adultery, when Mary simply answered, I am servant of the Lord. Let it be done to me according to your word. That wasn't just faith, but it was a declaration of war. Heaven rejoiced, hell trembled. It was the beginning of a spiritual resistance. While other women celebrated new life, Mary carried in secretly the Son of God and the constant fear of death. For 9 months, her body became the battlefield of an invisible war. Every heartbeat of that baby challenged the kingdom of darkness. Every step she took was a step of faith. The Bible is silent about those months, but silence doesn't mean peace, it means struggles without witnesses. Mary wasn't carrying a child. She was carrying a prophecy, and she knew it would cost her everything. Throughout Jesus' ministry, Mary stood in the background, watching, knowing she didn't interfere because she understood her role wasn't to stop but would happen. It was to sustain it. Mary's faith wasn't loud, it was deep, resilient, and completely surrendered. And finally, the mother at the foot of the cross, the darkest moment in Christian history. Mary stood beneath the cross when others ran. Mary stayed. She stood firm. Mary didn't need a title, didn't seek a stage. Her spirit had already left a mark far deeper than words. Mary is the living fulfillment, the woman who stood in the gap between the darkness and light, the mother who carried salvation and never backed down. The truth is, Mary never sought attention, never asked for recognition, never wanted power. Perhaps that is exactly why she is chosen. Only someone truly humble could carry glory of God within her. She faced judgment, shame, exile, and loss, but she never abandoned her purpose. She was a mother, a temple, a warrior, a sacred vessel, and she proved that most powerful battles are fought without a sound. Let the dormition of the Theotokos be our comfort and strength as we intercede through her name. Amen.